Well, you may have seen him at Sunfest, an artist who paints with his nose. It sounds incredible, but the story of why he came to Florida and who he came to see is even more inspiring. Gilles Legacy creates beautiful works of art using what he has: imagination, talent, and his nose. Gilles has cerebral palsy. He grew up in Canada, the 6th of 11 children. The only one with a disability, he was shunned by his father. Gilles never left his house until he was 17. It was at the age of 8 that he discovered he could paint.
My sister had a paint set on the floor. She left the room. When she left, she told me, "Don't touch that." I did.
Painting, along with the support from at least one parent, his mom, gave Gilles hope.
I thought to myself, if I can do this, I can do more and more and more.
His art gave him a purpose, which was reinforced when he met his wife, Sandy.
On the outside, yes, he was, very different looking, and, that didn't stop me one bit. I didn't even look at the handicap. I was looking at what was inside the mind and what was coming out of the heart.
Gilles and Sandy live in California and inspire everyone they meet, even those they haven't met. 3,000 miles away in Royal Palm Beach, Chris and Wendy Soderman were trying to help their son, Corey, who also has cerebral palsy, find his purpose in life.
He had a real difficult transition into high school and was very depressed, really, at that time, and really he had thoughts of why was I living? Should I continue?
Having a twin brother who can do it all made it even harder on Corey.
When your twin can drive, your twin is dating, your twin's world is getting bigger and bigger, and you have the same mental ability as that brother, and yet your body doesn't allow you the freedoms you are watching daily happen with your twin.
Despite the obvious differences, Kyle and Corey have an undeniable and everlasting bond. But Kyle leaves for college in the fall.
So we were really searching for someone to give him some guidance.
That's when the unexpected happened. In an oddly prophetic manner, a camp counselor mentioned that Corey reminded him of a remarkable artist, Gilles Legacy. The Sodermans checked out Gilles' website, sent an email, and ignited what would become a treasured cross-country bond. Wendy and Chris shared Gilles' story with the students at the school they own in Royal Palm Beach.
I saw how passionate they were, and they weren't judgmental, and it wasn't pity. They just wanted more, and they wanted to do something.
To truly understand what life is like for Gilles, the students at the Ideal School started painting with their noses. Parents purchased their children's artwork, raising money which was then sent to Gilles and Sandy, along with an invitation to come to Florida and finally meet face to face.
In a nice straight line, just like this, my friends.
On the big day, it looked more like a rock star was arriving.
He was just a bundle of energy. His face was lit up, a huge smile. It was truly his hero coming to visit, and someone he really looked up to, and a mentor for him.
The celebration continued inside with inspiring letters read by the students.
It has given me a higher level of respect, not only for you, but also for Corey and all the other people with cerebral palsy.
You create art, love, hope, faith, and dreams.
All of which Corey now knows are possible.
Gilles has made me realize that I can do anything I want to. I can get married, I can work and make a living, and I can have a happy life.
When somebody tells you all your life, you're not worth anything. After that, it It blows your mind
Okay.
to know that you affected Corey the way you have.
Who would have dreamed that an innocent comment made at camp would wind up changing so many lives and attitudes? For this mom, it was an answer to her prayers.
It was finally like being able to just breathe. I was able to be a mom who helped her child. When it wasn't lack and neglect, I didn't know how to help. And I couldn't stand watching anymore, not being able to help.
For Corey and his family, it's the difference between a life of despair and one filled with hope. The move from a world of I can't to I can. And a powerful lesson perhaps all should embrace.
Not be concerned about what you look like or what your package is, but to be really concerned only about your spirit. That is exactly what Corey needed, and that's what Jill has brought for him.
Gilles has created over 5,000 works of art since he first dipped his nose in paint. He and Sandy sell them out of their Nose Boutique in Santa Monica. You can see more of Gilles' amazing talent by logging on to our website, WPTV.com. We'll be right back.